What's up? I'm Adrian Peterson, and this is the Yokal Sports Sports Report.
Hey Twin Cities, and welcome to the Yokal Sports Sports Report. This week, we sit down with the University of St. Thomas's head football coach, Glenn Caruso. We also break down a regrettable Viking statistic, and we introduce a very special correspondent. But first, we give you the biggest sports stories of the week. This is the YSSR. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm your host, Misha Johnson. Let's get things started with the Weekly 10. Number 10. We begin with some Section 5 football. 7-seed Armstrong visiting the number 2 seed Osseo. The Falcons go to the bag of Halloween tricks immediately. They start the game with an onside kick. Osseo is caught off guard and the Falcons recover. But on their very first play, Falcon running back Anthony Graham fumbles the ball right back to the Orioles. I guess that would be a treat? Osseo would capitalize on the turnover. They march it down to the Falcon 1-yard line where Tim Searcy takes it in just barely. Osseo up 7-0. Still in the first half, Searcy takes the handoff, follows the block of big Tyler Sims, makes a cut, and down the stretch they come. Searcy outruns the Falcon defenders for an 87-yard touchdown. He finished with 157 yards in the game. Osseo wins easily, 34-0. They advance to play Maple Grove in the semis on Saturday. Number 9. Gopher head coach Jerry Kill signed a 2-year contract extension this week. Kill, who was working under a 5-year deal, will make $8.4 million over the 7-year life of the new deal. That works out to $1.2 million a year and puts Jerry Kill 9th among Big Ten football coaches. Kudos to Gopher AD Joel Materi and everyone in the athletic department for doubling down on Coach Kill. Let's hope it works out. Number 8, Girls State Tournament Tennis. That trophy on the line. Edina versus Rochester Mayo. The Hornets have won the state championship every year since 1996. That streak goes back to before Google was invented. Google it. This year was no different. The Hornets win it 5-2 for their 15th straight state championship. It's hard to win anything 15 times in a row. Congrats, ladies. Number 7. Big Ten Media Day was held in Chicago on Thursday. In addition to the press conferences and predictions, the media panel announced their Big Ten preseason all-conference teams. 2 local products were named to the first team: Gopher senior and St. Paul native Trevor Mbakwe and former Benilde St. Margaret star Jordan Taylor. Taylor averaged 18 points a game last year for the Badgers. In an email to sideline reporter Evie Olson, Taylor called the news an honor. Number 6. More football playoffs, this time Section 4. Egan hosting an uninspired Minneapolis South team. This was all Egan. They scored on the ground. They scored on defense. And they scored through the air. And that was just the first half. The Wildcats went up 40-0 at the break, and we sent the Yokal Army home. Final score, 50-0. Number 5. More Coach Kill news. On Saturday, Kill spent some of that extra contract cash on lunch for 4,000 Gopher students. The gesture was part of Student Appreciation Day, and according to Kill, designed to ensure that the students were focused and ready to help keep Floyd the pig in its rightful home. What did Kill serve up? Ground up pig scraps, of course, better known as hot dogs. Number 4, this week's Stadium Debatium update. We still don't have one. Number 3, the boys and girls state soccer tournament began this week, and we sent the Yokal Army out to capture some of the action. On the boys' side, Maple Grove advanced to the semifinals. They will play Eden Prairie. On the girls' side, the favorite Benilde St. Margaret beat South St. Paul 3-1. Haley Jarabak with an amazing flip throw assist. They will play Totino Grace Monday at 2 p.m. For updates on more games and links to all the brackets and statistics, check out yokalsports.com. Number 2, Section 6 football. Hopkins and a couple diehard fans visiting Edina. First drive for Hopkins, they go all the way down the field and Mr. Client with the short touchdown run. 6-0 Royals. Next possession, superstar wideout Andre McDonald takes a 2-yard screen, hits the nitro switch, and goes 80 yards for the score. McDonald did all the work there. Hopkins goes up 12 E-I-E-I-O. Who put that on the prompter? But Edina would answer. Next possession, Mark Hanberg finds Jake Remus for the nice gain. Good video. 2 plays later, John Bryan takes it in, and the Royal lead is down to 5. Third quarter, J.T. Den Hartog to McDonald for a 32-yard score. Great name, great catch. McDonald had 167 yards on the night. Later, after another long McDonald reception, Client takes it in from a yard out. Hopkins ties the game at 35 with just 30 seconds left. But 3 quick completions set this up. Freshman kicker Patrick LaCour, with 3.9 seconds left, he nails the 36-yard field goal as time expires. Edina wins 38-35 and advance to play Eden Prairie. The number 1 story of the week, more Tuesday night lights, this time Section 7. The 3-seed Blaine hosting number 6-seed Coon Rapids. This was a thriller. First quarter, Cardinal quarterback Alex Ace fires across the middle to Dom Ref, not to be confused with Dumb Ref. Nice catch, Ref. It would set this up from 3 yards out. Mo Ward bowls his way into the end zone. 7-0 Coon Rapids. But don't blink, the Duke would come right back with a 48-yard touchdown run. You saw 12 yards of it. 7-7, just like that. He's a fun player to watch. Second quarter now, Cardinals deep in the Bengals' end again. This time, Ace keeps it and goes in from 9 yards out, 14-7. Coon Rapids would add a field goal and go up by 10 at halftime. Later, Blaine down 17-14, the Duke would talk the talk and then walk the walk. That's the Duke flying down the sideline at the tail end of a 96-yard touchdown run. Blaine goes up 21-17. He had 184 yards rushing in this one. Late in the game, Coon Rapids would march back down into Bengal territory. Ace drops back to pass, can't find anyone, and decides to take it himself. He goes 26 yards for the touchdown, and Coon Rapids retakes the lead. But Super Ref calls a penalty, and the touchdown is called back. Next play, Ace tries to get it all back on one play, but the ball is picked off by Blaine in the end zone. The Bengals win it 21-17, and they advance to play St. Francis. What a game. All right, Yokal, stay right there. When we come back, we'll sit down with Glenn Caruso, the infectious head coach of the St. Thomas football team. How did he take them from the basement to a top 10 ranked team in just 4 years? Stay tuned.